good morning. Got a really nice sunrise coming in. I've got a couple of people camped not too far away, so I don't want to be too loud, but yep, getting ready to get things situated outside. Takes about an hour or so for my lower ribs just to kind of loosen up, and so I can be more mobile without being too painful. So we've kind of reached that stage. I'll probably put another layer on. It's a little chilly out there, and we'll check in a bit. Another great day on the trail coming up. All right, it's around 6:30. The sun's coming up. We're warming up. We'll be layering a bit. Almost packed up and ready to go. Yeah, the ribs are a bit sore. But once we get the pack on, we should be good, and it'll start loosening it up. That's the update. All right, so we've been losing elevation. Oh, hold on, this might work. I was just gonna say, I've been looking for some rock where I could set my pack down. Just, it's difficult to just throw my pack down because of my ribs. I already had to lift once at camp. I try to minimize how many times I'm tweaking, lifting the pack. So I'm always looking for a rock, but this will be good enough. I can delayer and keep on going. Okay, very windy. We made it down to the North Fork Ranger Station. Used the privy. Gonna have a little snack and then keep on going. Alright, we're gonna follow this line. It looks like there's a hiker there. All the way around there. Alright, still pretty much climbing since that campground. But I think this is going to be our last 4,000, 5,000 feet in the desert. Looks like we're dropping down to 2,000 at some point and probably staying there. So it's nice with the breeze. My lower rib isn't really loosening up today, so that's a bummer. But we will persevere. All right, we have found some water. Time for some electrolytes. All right, it's about 11 o'clock. We just had 4 cups of electrolytes, had a little jerky. Looking at where we could camp tonight. If I want to do more of like a 15-mile day, I'll have to carry water for about 4 miles. Or I can just push through 18 miles and get to a water source. So I'm kind of undecided right now. We had a big day yesterday. I might be leaning towards doing the water carry, but we'll see when we get there. It's getting hot, and I feel good, but the ribs are taking a little bit out of me. I don't want to push it too hard. So we're in good shape to be at Tehachapi next Thursday. So I don't need to crush miles. So we'll see. All right, we're at our water source just past Soledad Canyon Road. Loaded up on The hydration bladder is full. The smart water bottles are full. I'm gonna have a little Gatorade, and I'll take another mug of filtered water as well. So not planning on going too much further. I think it's about 3.5, 4 more miles to camping, and that'll be good for today. Cool. Climb, climb, climb with all this water. We got about 0.1 mile to go. I don't think they're gonna be shady spots, but at this point, doesn't matter. We'll make it work. Ah, so hot. Home sweet home. Oh yeah. All right, so it's 3 o'clock. We made it to our campsite. We need to get our tent set up. Yeah, it was actually, my sun hoodie was pretty sweaty in the back. So that's good. I'm staying hydrated enough. Yeah, the past couple days with the sore ribs has been a real bummer. It just, today was really the only day where the first 4 hours, it was more uncomfortable than usual. And now it's fine. It kind of eventually, I guess it just kind of warms up or loosens up. But the hardest part is just getting in and out of the tent, getting up, getting down, rolling over on my air mattress. It's just super painful. Yeah, it's not pleasant. And then, of course, picking up the pack from the ground if I don't have a rock or a stump or something to put it on. So I didn't tweak it at all today. Right now it feels pretty good. So I just have to be real careful when I'm picking up or putting down my pack not to really slow it down, because I just can't afford to tweak that section again. It really, I thought it was getting better, and then after that happened last night, it was worse all morning, and now it's settled down again. So yeah, I'm not taking any acetaminophen or ibuprofen or anything. I just want to, I would if it got bad, but it's just uncomfortable. So that's the story on that. It's not all fun and games out here. I just keep reminding myself, though, you're out here on the Pacific Crest Trail. It's amazing. And so I'm going to keep that mindset even on the tough days. We still have a bunch of desert to get through. And the strategy of stopping at stream crossings and loading up on electrolytes is really a winner. I even have a mug of filtered water. Hopefully it's not too hot yet. I'm going to make another tailwind right now before I get the tent going. So that's the update. Hopefully we won't cook too much out here. Really not much shade to go for, but we'll be okay as long as there's a little breeze. So we'll check in a bit. A little after 5 o'clock. It was just too hot to do anything but lay on the air mattress. I think I even took a little nap. So I'm just drinking electrolytes, waiting for the sun to get a little less powerful so I can start organizing. It's just too darn hot. All right, it's a little after 6 o'clock. We ended up doing 14.5 miles today, so not too bad. I didn't realize that there's a small town coming up called Aqua Dulce. It's about 8 miles away, and the trail pretty much goes right through the town, but it's a very small town. And sadly, it looks like there was a pizza restaurant last year, but it's shut down. It'd be great to grab a slice and a soda. There are a couple other restaurants, but the last thing I want to do is load up with a full belly around noon or 1 and then climb back into the desert, because as always we have water considerations for camping. So best case scenario tomorrow, it looks like it's like a 15 or 16 mile day where we can get water right at the very end of the day and only have to carry it for not even a quarter mile. So that would be fantastic. Of course, if you get stuck in town for a couple hours, you have a big meal, then all those plans go by the wayside. So I think if there's like a little convenience store or something similar, I would definitely like grab a soda or two and maybe a bag of chips and then just keep motoring on. I'll save the big meals for when I'm in town for rest days. So the sun is still there. It's not as powerful as it once was. We're just waiting for it to dissipate a little bit more before I can like start organizing and hopefully regaining an appetite. Most of the water that I brought, I tried to like cover it up. It's all pretty warm, but it'll start to cool down again as it cools down here. I don't even think I'm going to put the rain fly on tonight. It'll probably, if everything holds to how it's been going, it'll get cold like 3 or 4 in the morning, depending on if it's windy, but I don't care. I'll just layer up and just hopefully have a nice cool night's sleep. There have been some thru-hikers that have passed by, some earlier when I was napping. I just had a group of 4 go by about 15 minutes ago. And I think I hear them, so maybe I think there's another campsite not too far north from here, so maybe they're setting up there. But there are some spots here, so may have some company. Who knows? I may have to put the rain fly on, but we'll worry about that when it happens. Anyway, as you can probably tell, between the ribs and then just heat with no shade for the past few hours, I'm like totally spent. So I'm going to end the video here and enjoy the views. We'll see you in the morning.
Trial and Tribulations of Brian Away, Part 2. I had a lukewarm shower today and I thought like, oh, that's kind of odd. I should go to the basement and check it out. And I just came downstairs and there's water everywhere. So I turned the water off to the water heater. Seems to have stopped the trickling. So now I need to move a lot of, not too much of the resupply stuff, but a bunch of it. Get this shop vac up and out and call the plumber. So who knows when they're gonna be able to get here. Good thing I have a gym membership. But goodness, it's always something, isn't it? I'll keep you posted. I thought I'd give a quick update before I head upstairs to work. You can see all Brian's shoes for his resupplies there. I got all the water shop backed up. We have the plumbing company we've used for years coming out today to kind of look it over, give me an estimate of what's the damage is going to be. Brian would be the first to tell you that even if he was here, I'd still be the one taking care of this. I bought the house before we met and the house projects are all my domain, so some things, even if he's on the trail, wouldn't change, but it is nice to have your spouse or partner with you during these times just to bounce things off of it. But that's okay, we'll get through it. I have a trip planned for next week, so not the end of the world if it takes a few days to get this installed. I might have to push it a week anyway just because of my schedule, and thankfully I have a gym membership so I can have a warm shower at the gym instead of a cold one tomorrow. But that's the update for now. All of the Brian's resupply stuff, nothing got wet except for one box that had boxes of Ziploc bags in it. So all in all, it could have been a lot worse where the water went. So thankfully most of the stuff was in Tupperwares. And then the water kind of went the other direction from the resupply bags that are just in reusable grocery bags. So small miracle. So back upstairs to work for me for the day, and if there's anything interesting, I'll do another video. A little update, it's probably about 12:30 now. I just had a plumber come. It's time for a new water heater. So, and miracle, they're installing this afternoon. So it's actually a new company that merged with the old company that we had been using for years. So far, great service on my point. So I feel bad for them. We have some steep stairs coming into our 1920s house, but yeah, I will be able to take a high shower tomorrow morning. So that's okay. It's a little loud, but the fantastic plumbers are here putting in our new water heater.